Everything seems to be working really good. Hello, hello, and welcome. All right, so for today, as you can see, I have a painting here. the Halloween market. So today's goal is to finally finish up this painting, which I think I can do within the time frame. And I see the fairy bot, or aka Ka, is here. Hello, Ka. How you doing? So, um, let's see. I still have to get out a couple of brushes. So what I have left to do is that inside the Wizards staff store, I have to put merchandise inside the store so it doesn't just look like an empty building. Because right now it just looks like empty. And also too, I'm gonna add in details for the lanterns so they don't just look like orbs. Even though they could be orbs. I mean, this is magic, right? But I'm gonna make them actual lamps. So I have that there, and then I'm gonna add in the sign for the potions as well. And yeah, and then add a little few stars to the sky. So it will be really cool, I think. I'm really, really excited. Here. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. All right. Let's see. I'll leave it there. I'm gonna get my brushes out. Because as I was getting ready, I didn't have my brushes quite yet. Yeah, alright. So I think I need definitely some skinny brushes. That's what I'll be looking for. Tiny brushes. I know, those are like my favorite, as you all know. Yeah, and then I have an even smaller one. Where's my really, really small brush? I have a really small brush. Somewhere in here. Where's my super, super tiny one? Oh, there it is. I always lose it. There we go. I think I got the brushes I need, at least for right now. You're probably wondering, well, did the catnap tail commission get completed? Where is it? Why am I not working on it now? I kind of came to a stop with the cattail because I have to figure out how big to make the loops for the belt to go through. And I asked the cosplayer I'm making this for how big is, like, how thick around is her belt that she's going to planning on using, and she's trying to figure that out. So until then, I won't know how big to make the loops. So yeah, at least that means I get to work on some other things like the paintings. And yeah, so working on that. I've been working on the animal ears, the cosplay animal ears. I'm doing a whole new batch of those. It's been busy. It's been, but good stuff, all good stuff. And there we are. Alright, so I should be good on colors. We're gonna see what exactly is still good on my palette and what is not. That will be a discovery within itself. So I'm gonna move this over. And for the lettering on the signs, I'm kind of imagining it to be like a dark brown. So that's what I'm gonna mix here. So grab a little bit of white, some brown, warm it up with burnt sienna, which I don't have much burnt sienna left on this palette. I'm gonna get a little bit more. Sorry, it seems like I'm unprepared for this stream. I thought I was more prepared, and then I came in and I'm like, oh, I didn't set up as much as I normally do. It's okay. It's one of those mornings. I was kind of I was trying to get little projects here and done, and my art room was bit of a not a mess, but I just had a lot of projects out just here and there, and I was like, oh wait, I need to clear off this space so I can paint. Like, where can I move stuff over? Move stuff over, move things around. Add a little bit of black. Yeah, it's actually like getting cooler now and it's feeling more wintry. So I was happy. I'm like, ooh, I can wear a hoodie today. I can be cozy. All good stuff. All right, and then I want this brown pretty liquidy. Because for the sign, I want the lettering to be like very, like, you know, very solid and smooth. Ah, it's Evo Leia. Hi, Evo Leia. How you doing? Aw, and hi, Nacho. How you doing? Aw, thank you, Evo Leia. Yeah, it is a cozy outfit today. And it is, it's finally getting cooler. It's starting to feel like winter, so I'm like, yes, I can pull out all my cozy clothes. And how you doing, Nacho? I'm happy to keep you company while you're working. Happy you stopped in. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to put my palette aside. And, so I'm going to freehand these. Why is, it's like, why can't you just go with pencil? I could go with pencil at first, which would probably be easier, but sometimes the pencil, especially with lighter colors, since the sign's kind of light, it won't erase as easily like on paper, and then I'd have to paint back over it, and I don't want to do that. So it's easier just to paint and then erase the paint if I mess up. All right, let's see how well I can do this with it being ever so slightly crooked. Because naturally, I actually kind of want it like this for me, but it's completely out of bounds for you guys. So, and I don't want to do that. I'm not going to paint in the mystery. And that seems very far away. What if I scooch my things over? What if I tilt it like... There we go. There we go. That's pretty good. And if I tilt myself... What if I tilt it a little bit more? There we go. I can work with that. That I can work with. All right. So this one I came up with the name of Enchanted Wizard's Staffs. And I want to go with like this like kind of whimsical. You know what? I'm going to put my little paper instead of over my shoulder, so I'm like looking like this. Not very comfortable. I'm gonna move it right in front of me, my little reference. And I'm wondering if this is too big. Enchanted. I was hoping to do enchanted wizard staffs. No, actually, it might end up being okay. Don't be surprised if I do this over and over again, like about 3 times. Hopefully, I'll only do it once. That's my hope. But when I do signs like this, it usually takes me a couple of times. Oh man. Yeah. I know it's crazy, Evo, Leia, how like even just 5 degrees can change the feeling of a temperature so much. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it sometimes feels like a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, Nacho, who's a new character that you want to add to your cause plans? I'm very curious. Hey, and it's Blood. Hi, Blood. How you doing? Yeah. Still sleepy? Is everyone still sleepy today? I know I was this morning. Oh my gosh, when it starts to get cooler and it's like cold in the house, but the sheets in the bed are all warm. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to get out of bed. And it's like, I don't want to, but I'm like, I gotta start my day. So it's a must. I have to. Got no choice. There we go. I don't know how that's worked out where it perfectly placed, but somehow it did. Oh, Piercy from Vox Machina. Hmm. You know, that's an anime I still haven't seen, but now I'm curious. Nacho, you'll have to show me later the character you want to cosplay. I want to see. Here we are. Yeah, and I feel like this corner, the sign was kind of disappearing. Like, it just wasn't as bold. All right. I know, I know. I know, Nacho, you've told me before to watch. Is it pronounced a Vox Machima? Is that how it's pronounced? I know. I haven't seen it yet. And I know it's shocking to a lot of people when they do hear cuz I know it's about fantasy, but that's pretty much it. I don't like that W at all. That is an ugly W. Be gone, ugly W. All right, Nacho. I'll have to watch it sometime and I'll have to give it a chance. There we go. This W is so much better. Now hopefully I can fit both wizard's staff here. Sorry, I'm like extra concentrating here. And even though I have the words written out in front of me, I'm always worried I'm gonna misspell it. Even though I drew it up. Hopefully I have enough room for staffs. If not, I'll have to redo this. Do I have enough room? Barely enough room, maybe? I don't know if I'm gonna like how this looks. Let's see. Barely enough room. Oh my gosh. And I think it actually still works. Like, it doesn't look like I crunched it, even though I kind of did. It's okay. Okay, it kind of works. It kind of works, guys. Oh my gosh. How do you pronounce it? Pinky? Is that how you, or Picky? Okay, Evo Leia, I'm gonna keep that in mind, of who that character is and see if you're right or not, or what I end up actually thinking. Oh boy. I'm gonna keep that in mind. If this character is a gremlin, then I already approve. Or if they're small. Pi K? Oh, Pi K. Okay, I gotcha. I see it now. Well, I'm gonna still keep that in mind when I watch the series. Don't tempt me with a cool character. I don't need more cause plans, even though I keep adding. There we go. Hey, hi Win, how you doing? Hello. I'm just working on this. Working on the painting. Finishing up the sign. I know, right? I'm actually surprised, Nacho, that you don't have a fantasy themed cosplay. I am surprised. Sleepy. I know, it's like cool. It's like finally feeling like winter or fall. And it's like sleepy. What happened to that swirl? That swirl does not look right, does it? What did I do? Look at it. I don't understand. I thought I was doing everything right, and why does it look not correct? Erase. I'm gonna do it over again. All right. So I'm gonna fix this little like painted scroll and correctly this time. I don't know how I did that wrong. And I'm gonna, so I'm kind of mirroring the other side. I don't know if it's the cattail that's throwing me off. Could be, possibly. There we go. I think I did it right. Yeah, I think what was throwing me off the first time was the cattail in the way. That's okay. The cat can stay. I know, and I still have to finish Dragon Prince. I still haven't finished it, and I want to. All right. Now, I have that. Yay! And let's move on to the other signs. We can work on this one. So this tiny sign here, I thought I could fit all of Pumpkin Witch Potions. I thought that was a cute play on words, but let's see if I can even fit all of that. It might end up just turning into Witch Potions. And also too, when making signs, so this first one up here doesn't really apply, but this one, since everything's moving like away this way, I have to keep that in mind that it goes along with the sign. Otherwise, it'll look like it's just floating in front of it. So that's kind of the trick when painting signs in perspective. It's not easy. Alrighty. Thank you, Nacho, for stopping by. Good luck with work, and I'll see you later. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's how you always, and that's also how I start all paintings, is that it's just starting with a sketch first and then going on to canvas once you understand what you are drawing. Yep, I do that for all my pieces. I can't believe I was able to fit all of Pumpkin Witch potions in here. I didn't think that was going to happen. All right, there we are. Pumpkin Witch potions now in business. And then there's a little sign right here, if you've noticed. And I am going to put a cat's welcome sign because it's a witch cottage. Of course it's going to be open to cats. It's a very tiny sign. There we are. So that is that for the signs. I really, really like how the signs turned out. I think that they're cute. Oh, huh. I don't know, when I didn't think about it, honestly. I just kind of grabbed what was comfy in my closet and I just wore this. Yeah, that was pretty much my thinking this morning. I'm like, I'm just gonna wear cozy. I'm like, what's cozy? I'm like, ooh, this Teku hoodie is cozy. Why not? I do too. I love cats as well. I agree. All right. So now for inside the little wizard staff's shop, I'm gonna use still the same brown that I used for the signs. And I'm going to use yellow too, because I'm going to add that yellow glow that I've added before. There we are. I feel like I needed an outline. There we go. Doesn't that already look better? It already looks better. I love kitties. I love all kitties. I do. I love animals, I think, in general. I'm an animal person. And I'm gonna actually use this flat brush to kind of smooth it out too. Yes, I agree, Wayne. Don't worry, I still have the Rayla hoodie. I'll wear it one of these days on stream. Maybe I'll do some like Dragon Prince art and I'll wear the Rayla hoodie. I think that would be fun. Yes, I agree. Black cats are good luck. They are. All right, so I do want to use the dark brown that I mixed, but I also want to mix even a little bit of a darker color. So I'm going to grab some of the brown, some of the burnt sienna, and some black. Mix it. And this will be used for the outside of like the outlines of the lamps. And I do want to add like a yellow glow, and I don't know if my yellow is still good even. Let's see. It's okay. I could mix up some more yellow for sure. And this will be kind of like the highlight that goes on the staffs that are hanging on the wall. Just using some turpentine to loosen it up. Here we go. I'm gonna put this aside. This forward. And it can be right here is good. Okay, so I do have a reference picture in front of me of how the staffs look in real life. And hopefully this is dark enough. So it almost looks like there's like this shelf behind them. And then the staffs. And I'm just freehanding this. And I kind of want like different size staffs. Ones with decor on top. See, it's a very simple detail, but I think it also adds quite a bit to the story of this little shop. And I think for the glow, I think I'm going to use the really light yellow. See, tiny details, but they add a lot. It's very simple, almost done. There we go. And I kind of, since this does bring attention to the background, I do want to put attention that there is like this bar here that they are kind of displayed on. And then as for the lights, I want to do some cool lamps. Here we are. Sorry that I kind of fell silent for a minute. I was like just in really deep concentration of how I wanted to approach this, how I want it to look. I actually honestly forgot for 2 seconds to talk and to narrate what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. I got really into the painting for a minute. I don't know, maybe also too, this weather's kind of made me a little sleepy. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Yes, I am a very focused fairy, I know. You know what? That's how I get stuff done, though. Oh, hello, and it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? Nice. Playing some retro games. Fun, very fun. The nostalgia's always fun. I don't like that. I don't like that lamp ending. Let's remove it. I think I'm gonna have it further inside the store rather than in the corner. I'm gonna have it like more right here. There we go. Oh, Mario Paint. That's fun, Isaac. So you're also doing some creative work. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that you're painting alongside me, Isaac. All right, and I'm gonna just clean up. Got a little messy around here. With knowing what is a lamp, what is the light. I think I almost need like a smaller brush for that section of the light because it kind of curves like this and it'll come down like this right here and right here, and then the rest of it's hidden behind this pole. There we are. And then to give the illusion that there is a light truly sitting in there, take a little bit of white and add in highlights. There we go. I like the little lights. I think it adds a lot of life to the inside of the store. It doesn't look like just an empty building now. And then I'm gonna do the other side. And I'm actually taking my smaller brush. And then add a little spot of white. Ew. I thought this brush was clean, but nope, it wasn't. I guess when I wiped it off, I wasn't paying attention and I wiped it off right into other paint. Oh, what? That's really cool, Isaac. That's really cool. Well, that's awesome. You even have more games now to like play and explore. That's awesome. All right. I'm just gonna flip over my napkin. Oh. And so just like how I made staffs in this side, I'm gonna make it also on that side. And I already made a shelf here, so really I just have to add in the staff itself. And when I'm doing this, I'm always keeping in mind the perspective. Not just perspective of how far away it is, but also to where do lines disappear? Where do they reappear? Everything has that yellow glow to it. And you know what? I want to make the orb in the wizard's hand really like the top of the staff. I want it to look like it's glowing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this forward a little bit to show you. Gonna add in a little bit of a white orb to it. And you know what? I kind of want to get creative with it. I kind of want it to have some more detail to it. Oh my gosh, really? My tiny brush was never cleaned. So I got the yellow paint, one part of it all dirty. No. Oh well, it happens. There we go. Now the shops are done. All right, you know what the final step is of this is to work on stars. So now I'm going to make some stars. I'm going to, just a few. I don't want to go crazy. It's not like it takes place in space. I'm going to take some white paint and add some turpentine to it. And then I'm taking my thin brush and I'm just gonna, here, I'll bring it down a little bit so it's not so blurry. I'm just in some spaces, little stars. Not many, not anything too crazy. I'm more going for like, you know, when it's like kind of that dusk and you see the very first stars of the night sky. That's kind of the feeling that I'm going for. I'm actually gonna turn it around here. I want to make sure that you were able to see. There we go. There we go. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah, there we are. The magical Halloween town. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to finally have this one done. It looks good. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna just mix up some color so that I can sign it. Yeah, I'm really, really excited how this one turned out and how it looks. And I actually completed it faster than I thought I was going to because I thought it was going to take me the full 2 hours to finish this, and I ended up finishing it sooner. I still have an hour to go. So I'm like, all right, all right. So a detail I still have to add, obviously, is my signature. So I'm gonna bring this back around. More for me to see. And where could I add my signature? I think my signature would fit really nicely right here. That's what I'm gonna do. Even for my signature, just like writing when I told you I was writing the signs, I will rewrite it a couple of times before I'm happy with it. So, but then sometimes I just do it right away and then I'm like, oh, it looks good. There we go. Just cleaning off my brush. Let me see if I can fix my signature a little bit. It's looking a little chunky. Why is my phone? Ah, okay. Hold on. That might be a message I have to answer. There we go. It looks a little better now. Now it's not so chunky. Yay! Oh, thank you, Win, for posting the Discord. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I'm super, super happy with how this piece turned out. Yes. Yep, I'm happy. And just in time, too, because my brother is going to take a photo of my commission piece later this weekend. So I'm actually really happy I was able to get this one done so he can take a photo of that one as well. Sadly, they both missed the mark on, I already ordered poster prints, so that'll come in the next order of poster prints, which that'll be okay. I'll make do with Morrow. But yeah, what is it? Yeah, shout out to my brother. He's the one that, like, honestly, if it wasn't for his photos to be able to take a picture, he like none of my paintings would be able to turn into poster prints, stickers, pins. So how that is all possible is really because of him being able to take photos and turning them into digital images. So yeah, it looks like there is a text message I keep receiving, and I am so sorry, but I must I have to answer this text here. Let's see. Okay. Text message answered. I should be all good now. At least you got to stare at this as I was answering that. All right. Oh, and I see Isaac has said something. What's up, Isaac? You know, that would be pretty cool, Isaac. That would be pretty cool to find some magic paint and some magic paint and magic brushes. Could you imagine like making living paintings? Oh my gosh, that'd be so much fun. That'd be a lot of fun. You know, if I was to enroll in a magic school and there was living painting art classes, I would definitely sign up. I'd be like, yes, I am taking that class. Absolutely. Yeah, everything's all good, Win. Everything's all good. All right, so what to do now? How about give me a minute to I'm gonna put this one away since it's and I still have actually a lot of time. Let's get out the Huntrix painting. So just give me a minute. I'll be back and I'm gonna set up for the Huntrix because I also have to adjust that camera. Um, I think I will, probably. I don't know, Huntrix is pretty big. All right, I'll be back. I promise. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, I'm back. Hello, hello. I know. Sorry to make you wait forever. Nah, it wasn't forever. Um, there we are. So, coming back to this painting, I am really happy how it's turning out so far. I feel like it's been a little bit since I've like worked on it, so I'm trying to remember where exactly I left off. I know it might seem like it's pretty clear, like, oh, you just keep moving along, but I'm just like, no, what was my last thought process before I put it aside? Um, there's a number of things I could work on. There's a lot. I think last time when I worked on this, I think Zoe was still like the first layer was still drying, so I think I was moving on to Rumi. Um, but so I'm trying to look at the colors that I have already mixed and that kind of stuff because I don't want to spend all my time mixing all these colors and everything. Um, I do have yellow. I technically could continue working on Rumi's jacket today. That might be a nice place to start, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch. So, especially playing with yellow is quite interesting. Let me do that. I'm gonna get more orange. I need orange. Oh, that's awesome, Isaac. Yeah, I know they were so good. I hope to see the other voice actors in more shows and animes. I think that'd be awesome. And you know what? I think fans would think that's really cool too. So I think all around it'd be awesome. All right, so gonna tilt it this way a little bit. Uh, let's see. So for Rumi's jacket, I know that there's like a lot of details on the sleeves and like there's pockets and there's details and everything. And I'm missing a lot of those. What I'm doing, since yellow is such a weird color to work with, I'm actually going to do everything yellow first and then paint the details on top, and it'll make things a lot easier. Actually, it looks like I'm gonna need more yellow because I totally forgot I need yellow not only for her jacket, but for the orange. So, little tip when working with warm colors, such as orange and yellow, or orange and red, when you're making different values of both orange and red, they will tend to turn kind of pale. So, like, red will turn into pink, obviously. Orange will turn into like this creamsicle orange color, but sometimes it's like, I want it to be light orange, but I don't want it to be creamsicle. uh, so how you get that, how you turn it into not turning into that, is you add a little yellow. So anytime I'm working with red, with orange, I not only add white, but I also add in yellow to keep it like nice and vibrant and non-pastel. Unless if you're going for that pastel look, then you're fine. You don't have to do that. But in this case, this is nice and right. And I want to keep those bold colors. Yeah, that would be cool, Win. That would be cool. I hope they come to like a local con sometime soon. I mean, I've seen them pop up at other cons, so I don't know. Hey, why not also, like, I see them traveling around. Never know. Oh, I didn't even realize. I didn't even get myself the proper brushes yet. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I seem unprepared about this painting, because I didn't honestly think I was gonna get to it today. So I never had any thought process. You're kind of seeing the thought process unfold like how it naturally happens. You know what? I think that brush will be good. I think I'll just go off of this one. Wait. I don't know. A shrinking potion or a giant potion? Interesting question, Isaac. I don't know. I think I'm more comfortable at home being tiny. And so probably tiny. And then that way I could still be a fairy. Then I could be an itty bitty fairy. I could be Tinkerbell sized fairy. Shrinking potion. Hey, Nacho's back. Hi, Nacho. You also say shrinking potion. Yeah. I don't know, I think I would feel really weird taking a, like a giant potion. I'd be like, this feels weird. I'm taller than everyone else. For some reason. Ew. Isaac, Isaac, I could see you choosing the giant potion. I see that. And as I'm painting this, I'm realizing I'm definitely gonna need some pink because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose the pink reflection that I have. At one of my last shows, I was showing people this, what I was working on, if it came up in conversation. And a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, you just made the Huntrix girls cyberpunk because of the background color. Which, yes, that's like my cyberpunk side coming out, but also I was like kind of thinking of like how they interpret good and evil in the show. Like, if you notice, all the demons are surrounded by like pink light, and they are always surrounded by blue light. So it's kind of like that distinction. And when I told people that, and I'm like, it's also the same colors as cyberpunk. And it was so funny that I weirdly bridged that gap. Somehow, just kind of like it was like one of those things where I kind of looked at and like, wait a second here, hold on, I can have some fun with this. And no one really saw it that way until I started talking to them, and everyone thinks it's funny. Think it's totally unintentional on the K-pop Demon Hunter side. I don't think that was their intention at all. Just funny. Funny coincidence. Athena's painting neon style. You could call it that, I guess. I don't know. I still call it cyberpunk because that is the colors of cyberpunk: magenta and cyan. All right, so I do have to, this magenta here, I do have to mix some because on my palette it is completely dried up. It's been a little bit since I've worked with this color too. There was no magenta in the Halloween painting, and there was no magenta in the commission painting either. All right, we'll get some pink back in there. There we are. See, and it's already looking more bright and vibrant too. What is this? The third layer or the fourth layer on this piece? Something like that. Like, and I'm talking about her jacket. Might be the third layer that I'm painting, working on right now. Yeah, yellow is it's a very challenging color to work with. Actually, I almost find almost any of the lighter warm colors harder to work with. Yellows and reds specifically. Because orange, once you get different values of orange, it just basically turns into brown. Just going around adding highlights and shadows. It actually feels good to get back to working on this piece because I do have a deadline for it. I do want it done at least by the end of this year. That is my goal. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Bobby approved. I'm glad that it's Bobby approved. There we go. And it's already looking My phone is blowing up with important messages. I'm so sorry. I have to answer these. Oh, I'll get that later. I can answer that later. It's okay. Only about 30 minutes left of the stream anyway, so I'm like, I can answer that in 30 minutes. It's all good. Yeah, we'll see if I'll be able to get this done by the end of the year. I really hope so. That would be awesome if I could. I don't know, there's also so many details with this piece and so many details in their clothes and in the hair, the expressions, everything. I do love where it is, where it's going though, this piece. You're all good. Yeah, what a treat. You guys got to see 2 paintings today. The progress of 2 paintings. You know, finishing up one and then the treat of starting, like, just continuing another. Here we are. See, and just coming together. I almost need a fluffy brush. Where is my fluffy brush? Because here I'm trying to blend it, and I'm like, nah, this isn't working. I need a fluffy brush. There it is. Fluffy brush. And then just blend. It is good. I'm glad you find it fun when that I worked on 2 paintings today instead of 1. And even after the stream, I'm going to continue working on this one. I don't know about today if I will, because I am working on some cosplay animal ears, and I am almost done with a batch of 12 new ones. So I think I'll finish those up, and then I can inventory them and add them to the pile for my next show. Yeah, I'm actually really happy to have so many ears done. I did them quickly too. I was just like, boom, 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 let's go. Oh, I want to show you all. So, for Halloween, when all the Halloween decorations were out, I picked up some gothic flowers for a really good price at the craft store and created these gothic ears. Look how cool they are. I'm like a big fan of these gothic like flowers, and I have more, so I want to make more ears, but I also want to make horns with these gothic flowers. I think feels very. Thank you, Win. Yeah, I think they look cool. I think they look super cool. I'm so excited. I want to make more. And then I also made another fall pair. Another pair perfect for the fall. Make more, just like that cat meme. More. And then I have my traditional ones on headbands. I even made these ones a little, it's like green, just green. Made traditional headband ones, you know, that are just on the wire. And I made more clip-on ears too. The ones that use a little like clip. So yeah, these very popular. I only made 2 when I that was ready in time for when I was at Anime Wonder. They both sold instantly. So definitely making more clip-on ears. But also that lets all of you know that if I have a pair of clip-on ears and you want them, come right to my booth and get them, because they disappear very, very quickly. And I'm not surprised, because ever since I started making ears, people have been requesting and asking that I make clip-on ones, and I finally to this point figured out how to make them work and how to wire wrap them and everything. So how to make the clip-on ears even work and function and make them possible. I'm definitely gonna make more. I'm gonna be making more than just the 3 I have sitting over here. You know what, too? I kind of want to add in some lighter pink. I did mix lighter pink over here. Yeah, so I'm just, moving along with this piece. And in the near future, too, I'm going to be getting back to making some cosplay horns and getting back to foam smithing. So that will be in the near future, and I will be sharing progress of how that goes along on my socials. So definitely stay in tuned. I'm always working on something new, something Yeah, so Grunt sadly is not at the top of my list right now. I would love to say yes, I am going to start working on the Grunt again, but right now at the top of my list is getting Jinx's Pow Pow done. and working on horns. And probably with those two things will take me all the way until it gets warm again, sadly, which leaves no time for grunt. Sad. So, but if Pow Pow goes a lot faster than I suspect, then I would love to work on grunt. But we'll see, because I want to. I definitely want to work on that project. That's all right, Nacho. Thank you for stopping by. I love to have you here anyway, and I'll see you later anyway. So you're all good. You know, for and this goes for everyone. I'm just happy for whoever can visit or stick around for as long as they can, for as many streams as they can. Um, you know, I'm just happy to be doing this. I'm happy to have people here. So, and for whatever amount of time that is, I am totally okay with it. Yeah, and sorry today that I haven't been as talkative as I normally am. I don't know, I've been just kind of falling into this pattern of being quiet and peaceful as I like work, and lately that's been feeling so nice. Like the last few days, it just I had some quiet where I could just work. So I think I still like have that energy here. But it's true, you have to have peace to have creativity, and it does feel nice to. And I'm not saying this for today or like, I'm just saying in general, like in real life, it does feel nice to take moments of quiet to regain those like creative juices and create bring out creativity. So if you ever are someone and you're stuck, um, like kind of having like a writer's block or an artist's dry spell, I say just be quiet, sit with yourself and be quiet, and the ideas will come. I think that's also why sometimes all the best ideas come out in the middle of the night, is because you're winding down for the day, you're quiet, you're falling asleep, and then ideas come. Yes, a very zen fairy today. yeah, so I think for today, I think my goal is I wanted to finish up her jacket, but looking at the time, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So instead, how about I just finish up this sleeve here and then I'll call it a stream. I know, right? I would like to take a walk in a nice, peaceful forest. That'd be really nice. I would totally go for a walk. That or set up my easel. I've never done like what is it called? It's not called still life. Not called open air. There's a name for it when you go out in nature and you just paint. And I totally would do that. I've never done it before. I know, shocking. But one day I would love to do that. And I see some of my artist friends doing that and I'm like, see, that looks so cool. So far, I am loving the look of this jacket. I think it's looking so good. Very happy with it so far. I do have an outdoor easel. Yeah, I actually have two. I have a really big chonky one that has a big storage space, and then I have a smaller, more compact one. But it's not as steady. I like the chonky one. He's more steady. So yeah, I could totally do open air painting, but anytime. I just have not. I haven't done it yet. Aw, thank you, Evo Leia. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy being here. That makes me happy. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy watching the progress of the paintings. Alrighty. There we go. I think I'll call it there. It's already time. I can't believe it. Where does the time go? Seriously, right? Scooch this over so I can try to fit some of it in there. Alrighty. There we go. Well, one painting finished. Another one on its way to being completed. I'm super excited. Thank you everyone for joining today. It was a good peaceful stream. I'm really I feel really good. So, and I hope everyone else feels good too. Hope you have an awesome weekend. So for next week, Tuesday, what will I be working on? Probably this painting here. I have some other ideas of other paintings that I have deadlines for that I want to get started as well. But I don't know if I'll get those started, or most likely I'll be working on this one on stream. So yeah. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. Aw, and thank you, Evo Leia. You're all awesome. And I will see you next week, same time on Tuesday. Alrighty, bye for now. Thank you.